we are back. Nimrandir and company coming back
no
for
trouble.
It's not any trouble, Sela? Great. Awesome. Coming back for some more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. And in our previous video, we fought some guys, and we ran into a bit of a problem. In the sense of over here, up above where this house is located, we came across some stuff. So we had noticed there were some bodies that were like weirdly like dissolved. And they're all weirdly dissolved because sitting over top of this little loot marker you can see right there, there is in fact a stealthily hidden Babao demon, who is he's going to try to mess us up, and I'm not so down with being messed up. So I've been trying to figure out a way around this, because try as I might, I couldn't get him to like, you know, not sneak attack the living daylights out of a member of my party before I had a chance to do anything. So I'm going to try to cheese this a little bit. Again, this is one of those things that wouldn't be possible if it weren't for the fact that, you know, I know where this guy is. This is very video gamey. But I'm going to try to cast a summon spell and see if I can get the elemental, you know, to absorb the hit. I got the idea because we got a spell that summons a bunch of dogs. I decided instead that I would use an earth elemental for this. So let's see here. So if we go over to Ember here, and I'm trying to figure out how the summon stuff is going to function here. So come to our action bar, pop in the scroll that she's carrying. Yep. And now I can summon.
Sod is restless. I wonder why.
Right here, and
Can we retreat already?
and exactly what I was hoping happened. Awesome. Okay, so Woljif, you're probably not going to be able to do much. So unfortunately, he's still not going to be able to do much because the frickin' Babao has energy resistance, so he'll probably get around the whole sneak attack thing. And yeah, our poor Earth Elemental, at least it did its job. So all right. So let me move Lan, not Lan, Woljif. Move Woljif over here. And sure, we'll try to get in a sneak attack Ray of Frost on this Babao. It's probably not going to end well, but, you know. Oh yeah, that's right, because he has... I should have used Acid Splash, but I think he's, like, largely immune, because, yeah, demons have... Most demons have spell resistance, and Ray of Frost allows a spell resistance check. Oh well. You live, you learn, right? I'm half tempted just to delay and let this stupid Babao murder the elemental and then just get happy on him. That seems like it might be the way to go, but anyway, so she's already fighting defensively. I'll attempt to demoralize the Babao, see if that works. It totally didn't work because I rolled bad. So I only shorted it by 1 though. So, all right, and then we'll move Sela over here, kind of where she's protecting the squishy spellcaster who decided to go running in there. Alright. Cool. Alright. Camellia. Where are you on your action bar? Okay. Let's see here. What do I want you to do? I don't really want you to misfortune the Babao yet. Let's cast guidance on Hellwig. That seems appropriate. Alright. So, yeah, we'll come over here and buff our Angry Blood Rager a little bit. So, Lan, alright. If I turn on Point Blank Shot, I can 5-foot step up and... Okay, cool. Okay, so let's do our 5-foot step. Yeah, we'll move over this way. Yep. And then we'll full attack the Babao. He has damage resistance. Yeah, let's go ahead and toggle his ammunition on. So, yeah, we'll chuck some cold iron at the Babao. All right, let's see here. Cool.
You've crossed the wrong monk.
Of course I missed. Yeah, that's yeah, of course that was going to happen. That I had 2 rolls to get better than a, yeah, whatever. All right. Wow, so the Babao just ignored the elemental. All right, fantastic. Okay, Babao, I'm now irritated with you, so, we'll try to have you fail a will save. Oh, sweet, you did. Okay, awesome. All right, Earth Elemental, I feel kind of weird, because you didn't really, you know, you're not going to get to do much, but, eh. It's fine. Actually, the Babao, okay, the Elemental didn't do anything. All right, so, yeah, I'm just gonna walk up and, like, try to murder this thing. Okay, so he took 47 damage. That's nice. Because did I get a crit on him? Yeah, I got a crit, so, okay. Sweet. Alright. So, can he get up? I'm trying to figure out if I can, I don't think I can 5-foot step him into... Okay, well, he's taking a bunch of damage here, so the elemental plan worked surprisingly well, all things considered.
The light, take you. He's
still got like, what, 2 hit points? I gotta go look. How many hit points does the Babao have? 3. He's got 3 HP left. It says he's level 7. Good gracious. Okay, so he's going to get to stand up, and when he stands up, it's going to get ugly for him, and I'm going to turn off Land's ammunition that he wasted, but, you know, I'm half tempted to run Camellia up and try to finish him off. That would be appropriate, but, okay. She does have a cold iron weapon, so at least the DR is not a problem. Alright, cool. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, Camellia, come on up here. Yeah, join the party.
Wide open. We must stop this war. There is no
wow.
hope. Only us. The gods have abandoned.
The gods have abandoned. Just now? Yeah, what were you saying?
Play together?
I think she's got some issues. What do you think? That was an interesting little speech there, but the Earth Elemental did his job. He drew out the Babao. Okay, fantastic. I'm Nimrandir, and I approve this strategy. So, yeah. Again, without getting murdered, I don't know, you know, how you know that the thing is there, but it's kind of nice, because, yeah, I guess if I had saved the Sea Invisibility scroll, I honestly didn't think I had been playing long enough that it should have still been in effect, but whatever. How much we got 49, I love how the experience is so grossly scaled, so that thing was like a level 6 creature. Like, yeah, playing by, you know, like, core Pathfinder rules, I should have gotten way more than 49 XP for killing the Babao, but whatever. I'm not gonna complain when we've managed to, you know, successfully murder death this thing. Alright, cool. So now we can loot the loot, so let's do that. Although we'll do that with Sela, who's... Oh, what's he got here? He has a magical short spear of some sort? Awesome. Yeah, bye, Elemental. Thanks for your help. You really made a difference, friend. It was awesome. Alright. So now we get some stout and a dagger and some gold pieces.
This is simple.
And why is there...
Now what is that?
Oh. Oh. A secret is revealed. Okay, what did we find? Looks like a pearl and a gold ring? Yeah, okay, sweet. Alright, yes, we'll take those.
See what I can do.
So I stashing valuables in the city walls. Probably, I'm guessing a thieves' cache? Yeah, you can kind of see the dissolved remains of these guys. That's, yeah, so... The slumber, I didn't pull the full-on coup de grace shenanigans, but I definitely exploited the fact that he was, that he was down. I mean, he was going to have to stand up once the fight actually began. He had a short spear. He didn't have it wasn't even a range weapon. So, while we're at it, did I identify that short spear? Just a cold iron short spear +1. So, I don't know who would be able to use that. Effectively, anyway. I mean, it's a simple weapon. I guess I could give it to, Ember, so she's got an actual weapon. But, you know... I mean, as often as Ember delivers, like, you know, blistering melee attacks. Yeah, but I think she should be able to use a short spear? Is that right? So let's see here. I was looking to figure out her bonus to hit, if I could see it on here. So, let's see. Attack +1. It's actually, I think she's still better off with the dagger, sadly enough. But, she's only, oh, never mind. She's only got a +1 with the bow. So yeah, it's probably, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Go back to the dagger. All right. Content, right? Okay.
Rely on me.
So let's go ahead and save it up a bit after that babao. That was it's been a rough few it's been a rough few encounters here. So we had the mooks over here that like nearly broke us, and then
no reason to pause.
Well, we paused just so time doesn't advance
On
while I'm
my way.
going into the Temple of Desna. But so Desna is an interesting deity. So she's like stars, travel, that kind of thing, and she's commonly pictured as an elf with butterfly wings. So very, you say chaotic good, if I remember right. So oh, there's some.
This is simple.
Pews have been knocked over here. There's some loot. And an altar stone that somehow survived. Fanfare of the Faithful. All right. As soon as the supplies for the festivities had been brought into the city and the heralds had spread the news throughout the localities, the celebration began. Thousands of Kenabresians, I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but we'll go with it, took to the streets to hail their stalwart defenders. Trumpeters and drummers opened the procession, with the orders following behind, the Crusader brethren with their gleaming steel and their banners flying high. The first to come were the ever-bright Crusaders, the most virtuous and righteous of all Kenabres' defenders. So deep was their devotion that, when confronted with the shouted greetings and the glinting of adoring eyes, many of the knights began to pray as though attempting to ward off sinful pride. Leading the contingent and flanked by higher-ranking Crusaders was the Order's commander, the esteemed Siar Kobolin, who was a father to his soldiers and a mentor to his recruits. Next came the Order of the Flaming Lance, those indefatigable persecutors of evil and vice, renowned for their doggedness and fortitude. A heavy shadow veiled the faces of those Crusaders, who too often have witnessed the monstrous nightmares of the world wound, and who daily risk their very souls in service of the vulnerable and defenseless. Commander Miamir, famed for her scholarship and sagacity, marched with the Order's rank and file. The author has a syllabus. The procession continued with the Crusaders of the Order of the Sunrise Sword. At the sight of their banners, many in the crowd began singing songs and ballads composed long ago by the valiant souls of this order. The spark of inspiration that once breathed life into poetry and odes has grown among the members of this order into a blaze of righteous purpose, which has allowed it to wage war against the abyss with ever greater success. Ashius Strieger led his order, nodding to the welcoming crowds. Also in evidence among the pennants of the orders were those of the Inquisitors, the followers of Prelate Holren, relentless witch hunters who devote their days and nights to punishing traitors and heretics. Bringing up the rear of the parade, under the command of Irabeth Tirabade, was the unassuming Eagle Watch. Those poor Eagle Watch guys, who apply their talents to sniffing out enemy spies in the city. The Eagle Watch was the humblest of all the orders in attendance, surpassed by all the rest in both size and splendor. Proceeding past the gates, the cavalcade made its way through the city's streets to the Guard of Honor, waiting to greet the noble heroes, along with Terendelev herself in propria persona. I'm honestly not sure what propria means here, but yeah, we'll take the book. So, story time with Nim. Hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. All right. So we've got a chest, and then we had a thing to inspect, and this temple has definitely seen better days, right? Okay. So, some fine feathers, some incense, and some money. Okay. I feel a little weird taking money from, like a temple, but the demons are just gonna, like, eat it or something if we don't, right? An altar of Desna, goddess of luck, patron deity of travelers and dreamers. Okay, see? I left out the luck part, but, Alright. Well, that was... Is there nothing else around here? Okay. Go back out to the street, then. I was hoping to find some, like, survivors or something in there. Maybe something exciting will happen when we leave. Maybe. Eventually.
Lead on.
Or maybe not. There's a, yeah, I said you can still see these poor, like, you know, slaughtered Crusaders. Alright, so all we've got left in the Market Square area is the other side of that tree trunk that we had to climb. So, like some loot containers here. That one's not even telling, there it is. Okay, so yeah, so I guess
no trouble.
I guess that's where we're headed at this point, because that's all that's left for us to explore. So, oh yeah, that's right. These are the guys. Yep, they were killed by cultists, not by demons. All right, that was the house where we fought the shadow demon. All of these, you know, the neophyte. Is it the neophyte wizard, or was it? I think it was this guy right here, whose body got launched across the chasm. Anyway.
This is simple.
It feels simple, huh? Okay, so the catch is it's a mobility check, and I don't trust my party to make a mobility check, and I don't want to fall into that abyss. Also, I should probably heal Sela, right? Because we know there's at least one centipede over here from a previous video, so let's hop in and down another healing potion that from where Sela took that one punk. Okay, let's drink a second one, because she got a really low die roll. There we go. That's a little better.
I will help where I can.
Alright.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Thanks, Wolja. Whoa, there's a good guy over here. Who is this? Who is this person? Just a Crusader. Okay, so Sela, get up here and let's kill some centipedes.
Into the fray!
Or not, as the case may be. I should really turn off her defensive fighting. We're not, you know, here. Yeah. Get into the action bar and turn off defensive. I'll wait until her next turn, I guess. No reason to unboost her right now, you know? Alright. Hit the one I hit. Or, okay. I don't think that's all your actions, but okay, sure. Alright. Well, I'm gonna full round this one guy. Oh no, this one was up next in initiative, so yeah, we'll get rid of him. Alright. Lan is the murderer of centipedes. Okay. So, Hellwig. Yeah, move up. There we go. Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
Can't talk to this guy. I want to talk to that guy. The Eagle Watch will not abandon its post, no matter what happens. I can't talk to him. Awesome. So I found a grinding stone and some gold coins. Ooh. More lootable stuff. Oh, yeah, this is that story again. I'm not yeah, go back and watch the video before the Shadow Demon if you want to know what's in there. That was, it's not pleasant. It's really not pleasant. 1 out of 10 would not recommend. Okay, more lootable stuff.
Lead on.
Although, to be honest, at this point, I'm a little paranoid that if I find, you know, something lootable, just another freaking bat owl's gonna jump out at me. Some more rusty horseshoes that merchants would pay well for some reason. Some oil, rare roots, okay, and money, okay.
It is no trouble.
You can handle them, right?
There's a fly, okay. Is that seriously, like, the only creature in here? Okay, so I guess I'll misfortune the fly because I don't. Oh, I can get around to it, but that's not how we're gonna do this. He made his will save because he rolled really high. Oh well. All right. So yeah, because quite honestly, there's a distinct. Lan has been wasting his cold iron ammunition. Oh well. It just dawned on me I never cut it off. Oh well. Oh, there's a centipede somewhere. Okay. Anybody got a visual on the centipede? I didn't see a centipede. Is it in this? No, that's not a door. I don't know. Yeah, not sure. I'm just gonna move Hellwig up this way. Sure. Nope. I'm not going to move 25, I'm moving 24, so that way I don't accidentally lose my other action. I'm going to try demoralizing the fly.
Spell's not working.
Oh, he's mindless. Never mind, I forgot. Actually, maybe because it's line of sight? As I guess I'll bet the fly is mindless, so yeah, so I'm just going to move over this way. Because I can't get in to attack this round, I want the fly to come to me, so... Actually, here, I'll just come back this way. Alright. Oh, there's the centipedes. Okay, they're coming in. Alright. Sure, Woljif, come up and...
Why not both?
Yeah, kill the centipede with a sneak attack, Woljif, why not? Okay, Lan. The fly is up next. I can already... The fly is down, and that's Lan's turn, so, sure, step for... Why is it not letting me step further forward? He should still be able to move, right? Yeah, whatever. There comes another fly. Alright, well, Sela, yeah, come on in. Let's get happy on a fly. Okay. And I still didn't turn off the defensive fighting. Oh well. Alright. Ember... Can you still see the centipede? Sure.
Surrender, or else.
I figured shooting at the centipede was probably the best use of her, you know... Yeah, the fly wasn't hurt enough that a divine zap was going to be terribly useful, so, Yep, here comes the centipede. He's centipeding his way in here. It's going to be great. Oh, here comes the Crusader. What's he going to do? He's going to kill steal me! That's okay. I really don't care. I'm a team player. Why is... Okay, did Hellwig get skipped? I walked him, and then... okay, no, probably not. Okay, well... It's misfortune the centipede. Wow, he nat 20'd his will save. I'm so glad I'm so glad I invested in that hex. That's usually super good, but anyway. Oh! Where'd that centipede come from? Alright, that's weird. Alright, so in any case... Yeah, Hellwig, could you please, like, you know, cleave this, fly right here? I think that'd be good. I managed to miss when I, you know, needed to kill that other fly, but that's okay. Yeah, he's flanked, who cares? But...
Distract them for me!
It didn't take much, so... I like that you can't... Maybe he wasn't within reach of that other centipede, I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, we'll move Woljif over this way, sure, yeah. Oh, there's another fly. Good gracious, how many of these flies are there? Okay, and the fly took an AOO from Woljif. Alright, yeah, yeah, Lan, let's turn off your cold iron ammo here.
Make every strike count.
You needed a 5, Lan, come on. There we go.
Win this war.
Alright. So, yeah, the Crusader is... I thought he was, like, checking the body of the fly. I was like, what the heck? Guessing the centipede came around there. There's a break in the fence. Is my presumption. Hearing some weird magical sound effects.
This is simple.
Yeah, walking along a sidewalk usually is, Sela. Is there anything else up here? There's a passageway. Does it lead to anything? Oh, that's... Okay, never mind.
I'll see what I can
Yeah,
do.
Where'd those bugs come from? Like, haven't we already been here? No, we haven't been here yet. Sorry, I got distracted. It's like, yeah, something about the symmetry of the map made me think that we had been here. What's happening? We have a cutscene. Someone named Remian. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course. But would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it? Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble, while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? The face of this golden-curled Azamar, I'm assuming that means the hair is curly, not that the Azamar himself is curled, I don't know, is beautiful even by the standards of his kind, in whose veins runs the blood of angels. Yeah, they have celestials in their ancestry. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Oh, it's Holren. Oh, it's the prelate guy. Okay. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic. The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony, and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city? Especially now, when followers of your temple were caught committing treason. To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers. Those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe, and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task, and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. I mean, we've seen some ghouls and stuff coming out of it. I don't know if it's utterly harmless. You may be overselling that a bit, Ramian. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt. And they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again to... He notices our approach. And you! I remember you! You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Terendelev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. I mean, I'm not going to argue that. You're probably higher level than I am, but... And what is this hideous creature? Holren peers at Lan with suspicion. Yeah, that was going to happen. Lan, at your service. The Neither ducks his head in a bow. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I've lived in Canabras my whole life. You haven't ever seen me before? Ah, it must be because you don't ever venture into our underground district. We've been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. Lan, this was probably not the time for you to go all Joss Whedon, but too late now. The First Crusade? So you're a mongrel. Humph. You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. All right, let's be off with you. The prelate looks at me. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. I'm a crusader. I'm fighting to liberate Canabras from the demons. That checks out. Yeah, we know him from earlier. That's fine. Yeah, sure. A crusader, you say? I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you are speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor in this city. Holren Shapak, prelate of Canabras by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, and the city's defender against threats from within and without. Back to Ramian, and as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. The Aasimar flashes a flinty smile. I am Ramian of Edme, prior of the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruins. Wise Holren here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have had you hung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Arilu Vorlesh while they had the chance, there never would have even been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Okay, I'm good. Well, now we know whose side we should be on here. Sela speaks up. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that's unworthy of a servant of Iamade. The old man fixes his gaze on Sela. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iamade, and I won't question yours. So what precisely are you accusing him of seems appropriate. And yeah, we might do the mythic path at this point, you know, in just a sec here, but, precisely are you accusing Ramian of, Inquisitor? Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the Wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. He's trembling with fury. The Wardstone of Canabras, the gift from Iamade, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, the first in the chain. And followers of that crazy runt of a goddess. Yowza. Try to meddle with it using their magic, after hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers almost had them caught when Ramian got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated to within an inch of his life. And now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. My people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself, and they were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now, where was it? Ah, yes, from Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and that is why I never believed you or your mob's lies even for a second. And I was right. Yeah, Inquisitor, this is kind of an Inquisitor thing, although he's actually kind of chunkily armored for an Inquisitor. I don't think they get heavy armor. Anyway, sorry, got distracted by mechanical stuff. Yeah, let's go with the Angel Mythic Path. So yeah, sure, we will reveal the light of heaven. Boom. Check it, yo. The old man frowns and whispers something. A prayer or a spell? It was he cast Detect Evil on me or something. With each word, his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger. And later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. Now I must deal with this filth once and for all. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Uh-oh. Holrun will remember that. The Aasimar holds up his hands in a placating gesture. Stop! You are the defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city? I mean, I agree, but I'm not going to let him kill you. Ramian looks back at the prelate. You're a fool, Holrun. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Wardstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong. As always. With a wave of his hand, the Aasimar vanishes. Ta-da! Well, I love the animation there. That's, He fled, the heretic! He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. Holrun turns his attention to me. What about you? If you truly have been mocked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring back that filthy traitor. I am almost certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof. Ramian must be captured. Okay. The city would be better off without... No, I don't think so. Ramian really warned you about the attack? Yeah. I like this, religion certainly produces the most volatile results in conversation, yeah. Those crazed Desnans were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a treasonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that demons were about to attack the city and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Yamade forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated. but instead, I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed, trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. And not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events. Whether deliberately or under demonic influence, the Desdans played right into the hands of Descari's hordes, and they almost left the city completely defenseless. Ramian covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? Sure, I see you suffered greatly in battle. Nonsense! I had to deal with a brood of Nabasus. Okay. It was nothing. I've taken on worse enemies with the goddess's help. That explains his power. He's probably packing like 3 or 4 negative levels. Okay. I mean, so yeah, he means serious business. Yeah, Nabasus, also known as death demons, had the ability to drain their victims' life force. We've already come across one. I think we had to have to get here? I don't know. Judging by Horan's power, he has lost a significant amount of his energy. The Inquisitor can bluster as much as he wants, but right now he's far from at the peak of his abilities. So now we kill him. I mean, I'm not going to kill him, but this is going to be a long video. Sorry, folks. Why are you obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? I'm an Inquisitor. That's what I do. Why? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false guises. You think Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Canobris would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined the Crusade. Back then, Canobris didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates, bold as brass. The guards let them in, and why not, for no one was ever turned away. 'Twas no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev, or if you'd hauled yourself here from across the seas, the Crusade accepted all and sundry. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed toward the Wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared to go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all. So they threw the blood from afar, spattering the Wardstone from every direction. And the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Monago is her name. Oh, shoot. Oh, Monago. Oh, dear. Jeered and gloated, saying we mortals had been sitting ducks. And the creature was right, too. We let our guard down, and we got what we deserved. That bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre, and it was burned into the townsfolk's memories. Since then, Canobris has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabble who coveted Arilu's glory, we drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here, even the Balor Koramzadeh. I don't know if I got that right, but it's close. And they have all been sent straight back to where they came from, or else they were killed for their trouble. You see, Descari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here, the goddess curse him, in order to break through our defenses. And what did he do? He left again, and we are still fighting. Now that is what vigilance and discipline can do. Okay. I don't want to attack him. I will say there's nothing dangerous in the hole. I mean, there's some ghouls, but yeah. Why are we guarding this hole? You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It is no secret that those passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about underground. That's why I will be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beasts decide to attack from here, we'll be ready for them. Alright. You think I can find Ramian? Sure. How should I know? The weasel can't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably hunkered down in some hole like the traitorous little rat he is. And he'll be sitting, trembling and waiting until he's dragged out of there. With the prelate after you, that seems the only sensible thing to do. It's what I'd do. Of course it would, Woj. You probably have done it already, Woj. Let's be real. Real talk. I'm sure lots of things sound sensible to you. And it works, too. As you can see, I'm still alive. Alright, well, I'm not attacking him, so now it's time to go into Commander Shepard mode. I should go. Go on, then, if you have to. It would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. Ember peers intently at Holren. I remember you. When Father and I arrived in this city, you met us. What is this gibberish? As if I have nothing better to do than to arrange meetings with vagrants. Good day to you. But it's true. You and the other knights tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Father died, and then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames, but then he died too. Don't you remember? If you were burned, then it was with good reason. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire? That is a crime in itself, which means that you have been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see that your sentence was finally fulfilled. You're lucky that we have more important matters to deal with right now. Great. Googly moogly. He didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and gray. He was young with a big mustache. She smiles broadly and draws a large bushy mustache in the air with her finger. He probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. But I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. He's just really, really wanted to protect his city. Only he got all mixed up about who was good and who was evil. Okay. You forgive him after what he did to you? Yeah, that checks out. Blood Ragers. He thought he was doing what was right. How do you know? Maybe you've done something, thinking it was a good thing, but you were really doing a bad thing that hurt someone. What if I've done the same thing? You can't get angry at people for making mistakes when you might be no better than them. Wow. Okay. Okay. Holren, you sent an innocent child to be burned at the stake. Yeah, Pah! Hardly. Anyone can look innocent. How did this girl manage to survive the fire? What about that crow that's always flying around her? I mean, you've been seeing her for like 5 minutes or something, dog? I advise you to take a closer look at this innocent little lamb of yours. If you ask me, she looks highly suspicious indeed. Alright, let's go. Yes, let's go. Bye-bye, kind knight. Good heavens. She waves to Holren with a carefree smile. He grimaces and turns away. Yeah, that was a lot of talky stuff. So, yeah, we've been going for a while here. And it appears our next objective is going to be to pursue, Ramiel. So that's where we're going to be headed. To be honest, my first thought is to run back to the temple. We'll probably check that out first, and then kind of pursue. I don't know. He did run away from the temple. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out how we're going to try to organize the pursuit. Before we pick up again. So once again, thanks for watching. Feel free to check out the rest of the Nimrandir Plays Wrath of the Righteous series. We'll be back for some demon slaying and Azamar chasing next time.